Hello and welcome to another wonderful edition of Eye on Port, the program that has been designed to bring Ghana's ports and maritime industry closer to you. It is proudly brought to you by Ghana Revenue Authority, Goyle PLC, Serene Insurance, Ghana Link, Meridian Port Services, and Phoenix Insurance. This program is powered by Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority, and our media partner is the Business and Financial Times. Viewers, the world's largest floating book fair, the ship behind me called Logos Hope, has made a return to the port of Tema. The following story will give you more details. The world's largest floating book fair, Logos Hope, has made a return to the port of Tema, giving a new opportunity to the Ghanaian port community and the entire citizenry to experience this innovative and educative adventure. The 50-year-old ship houses 350 volunteer crewmen from different nationalities and boasts a selection of over 5,000 book titles across a wide range of categories, including science, arts, lifestyle, religious, children's book, self-help and motivational books, among others. The 132-meter long, 21-meter wide ship is currently docked at berth 15 at Terminal 1 of the Port of Tema, and until the 8th of September is open to the public between 1 p.m. and 6 p.m. each day of the week, except Mondays. The President of Ghana, Nana Akufo-Addo, together with other state dignitaries and industry stakeholders, paid a visit to the ship during her opening ceremony last Thursday. The Director General of the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority, Michael Lugoje, expressed pleasure at the return of Logos Hope during his welcome address.
It is an honor for us to have Logos Hope visit us once again. We cherish all the past moments of other visits that have come before. And I think when COVID came, we're all worried and saying, when shall we have Logos Hope visiting again? So we are happy that you are here today. You are going to be with us for the next couple of weeks, and of course to the port of Takoradi as well.
The team from Logos Hope expressed their excitement at their return to Ghana and re-emphasized the essence of the Logos franchise, which seeks to provide hope through knowledge sharing.
One of the things that we do on the ship is we organize ourselves into what is called ship families. And so I am father to about 10 children on board the ship. And one of them, in fact, is from Ghana. Yes, in fact, he is with us here today. I met him 3 years ago when he joined the ship in Sierra Leone. And what touched me was his humble service to the Lord. And I thought to myself, if my ship's son is a representative of his nation, I look forward to seeing this nation.
We arrived at Tema yesterday evening with a desire to join efforts with your people, to share knowledge, to share help, and to share hope, to see communities transform and lives change.
I believe in partnership. Partnership is so important when we come into a country, working together one with another. And I'll tell you what, you at the Port of Tema do the best of anyone in the world. I cannot think of a better port. So thank you for inviting us again, and it's great to be back in the Port of Tema.
We are waiting for all of you guys to come and visit us. We are waiting and we're so excited to be back. I think this is the first time we're back to a country after 2 years of visiting. So we're really excited. We got a really good response last time and we're hoping for much more this time.
Welcome to the Logos Hope.
Away from that, now, like we told you last week, this month has been selected by the Ghana Revenue Authority as Tax Month as a means to promote tax culture in Ghana. This week we re-engaged the Ghana Revenue Authority on the purposes of taxation and the rights and responsibilities of citizens when it comes to the payment of taxes. This is a summary of our discussion with the Ghana Revenue Authority. Take a listen.
What are the primary obligations of a taxpayer in Ghana?
Well, I would say there are four.
Okay.
Four main obligations on the taxpayer. First of all, let me draw our attention to a provision in the 1992 Constitution,
Okay.
Article 41, that talks about the duties of the citizen. And you look at 41J, and 41J actually provides that every citizen is supposed to disclose their incomes honestly to the appropriate agencies.
Okay.
And to ensure that they commit to all their tax obligations. So these are specific provisions in the 1992 Constitution.
Okay.
Now, let us come back to what can be extracted from this article. First of all, each individual has to register with the Ghana Revenue Authority. When I say each individual, it means that anybody who qualifies to pay tax.
And who qualifies to pay tax?
Pay tax. And you know, when you look at the Income Tax Act, the 896, it does provide that income tax is payable for each year of assessment by anybody who has a chargeable income. These are technical terms I will explain later.
Okay.
But what it means is that anybody who has a chargeable income, or in the street sense, let me say, who has a taxable revenue or taxable income, that person should register with the GRA.
Okay.
So that the GRA will have a complete record on you and can then be engaging you in line with law. Okay. And there are a lot of benefits that come with that. In addition, you need to file returns.
Okay.
Returns
for businesses?
Yes, for and individuals as well.
Okay.
For corporate bodies and individuals as well.
Okay.
You need to file your return. And a return can be personal annual income tax return or that of the company. Now, it is a form designed by the Commissioner General to extract certain information from the taxpayer. Okay. So you need to file your return. Some are filed annually, some are quarterly filed, some are filed on monthly basis. We have the PAYE return, we have the withholding tax return, we have the VAT return, and then we have the annual income tax return. So you need to file this as a statutory obligation on your part as a taxpayer. I do it, and I'm sure you do it, and everybody has to do it. The third I can talk of is the payment of tax. You know, payment of tax has been structured in such a way that they are paid on certain statutorily provided dates. So, as a duty, you need to pay tax on due date. So, if it is said that you are supposed to pay your tax by the 15th of the ensuing month, so be it. If you're supposed to pay it by the last working day of the ensuing month, so be it. If you're supposed to be paid on or before a certain date, so be it. So, as a responsibility or as an obligation, we need to pay our taxes on due dates. And then the last one, which is I call the accurate and honest disclosure. You know, it is an offense to provide a misleading information to the GRA.
Okay.
And as I did mention, as I did refer to in the Constitution, we as taxpayers need to make very honest disclosures. Okay. By keeping appropriate records and make sure that the disclosures that we are giving to the Commissioner General are the exact, numbers that actually existed or have come up in terms of your business.
Okay. And are we getting that from the businesses? Are we getting that from the individuals who file their taxes? And how does the GRA determine if what you filed is right or not?
Well, I can say that yes, the taxpayers are actually filing their returns, but we still have some.
It is often said that nobody likes taxes.
That is quite true. That is quite true. But if anybody who does, for me, anyone who doesn't like tax, doesn't like hospital, doesn't like police station, doesn't like good roads, doesn't like good water, doesn't like other things that are provided by the state. And you see, one important thing is that for us to be able to hold governments accountable, we need to give them money. If I have assigned you on a task and then I don't finance that activity, how can I come back to you and ask for accountability? So it is important that we think of that as well. So yes, to your question.
For whom much is given, much is expected.
Yes.
You mean?
Yes.
So we should give government more taxes for government to also.
Precisely.
Okay.
Precisely.
Okay.
Yeah, so as I was saying, yes, GRA, we do receive a number of tax returns filed by our taxpayers. If there are statistical inaccuracies, we draw their attention to.
Okay.
And I can say on authority that, yes, with the kind of tax education that we have given to the public, and the fact that we have brought the process close to their doorsteps by getting our systems automated, it's been quite easier for people to file their returns. And I think that they are doing well, except that we still have some more room for improvement. And as we engage, we continue to get more people in the tax net. So yes, they are filing, but we still have to encourage some more people to get on board.
All right. I think it's encouraging to know that, I mean, people are paying their taxes. I know recently the board of the Ghana Revenue Authority issued a statement to commend management for achieving the mid-year target. Is this the case? And is it an indication that people are now responding to paying taxes?
Yes, I would say people are now responding better than before. And again, the management of the Ghana Revenue Authority, I would say, have revised our processes and our systems. I mean, you are aware that unlike those days, you had to drive from your home to locate a tax office, probably join a queue and go through some amount of stress before you execute this constitutional duty.
Yeah.
Today, it's not like that. You can pay taxes in the comfort of your bedroom. You can approach GRA online. So
Yeah.
I'm sure that these are these are some of the processes that have made it quite easier for the taxpayers to fall in love with the tax system and be paying more taxes as well. Yes.
So how can individuals, I mean, also ensure that they are meeting these responsibilities as you did indicate per the Constitution, also the GRA Act?
Yes. Individuals are just one set of the tax-paying public.
Very well.
We have the corporate institutions, trust, and body corporate and others. Now, for the individuals, the system is such that they pay what we call personal income taxes. Personal income taxes.
Okay.
The sources upon which the taxes are imposed are three. We have the employment source of income, we have business, and then we have investment. You see that you realize that the individual may cut across all the three.
Okay.
So an individual who is an employee has to pay what we call pay as you earn taxes. An individual who has a business, a side business, has to disclose the income from that business. If that individual has income coming from an investment, that income too has to be disclosed. So you are required to file your return. You are required to make honest disclosures in the return. And then the GRA will review the return and agree with you. As I said, if the individual has to pay some taxes together upon a determination of the numbers in the return, the individual has to go ahead and pay on due date.
Okay.
And then if the individual has any challenge in terms of the administration of the taxes, the individual has every right to engage the GRA, to engage the GRA in terms of that challenge so that we can help them resolve that challenge. Let me also be quick to say that the individual is clothed with a lot of rights.
Okay.
A lot of rights. First of all, we have what we call right to confidential and private information, or privacy and confidentiality. So if the individual gave their information to the GRA is not required to publish it, to anybody.
Yeah.
Unless even the Commissioner General before the Commissioner General gives out such information, unless it is done within the confines of the law.
Okay.
And Section 7 of the Revenue Administration Act is clear on that we cannot just put out private information in the public. And information on our taxpayers are official information that are held in secret. So they should be rest assured. Individuals, they have right to representation. So if an individual feels that he doesn't understand the processes, or he's not comfortable with them, or he wants to be represented, yes, it's within their right to get, let's say, practicing tax practitioners to represent them, and it's allowed. They have right to pay fair taxes. So the GRA cannot assess you more than ordinarily you're supposed to pay.
Okay.
And it's vice versa. We can't do more, we can't do less. So that right is available to the individual. And again, there is this right to a professional, a courteous and professional service. So the GRA cannot be dealing with the taxpayer in an unprofessional manner.
Okay.
We cannot do that. So it is a right that is available to the individual as well. And the bottom line is that where that line is crossed, the individual has the right to report that officer to a superior officer in the GRA. And if the superior officer doesn't take an action, that individual, affected individual, can also move as far as to the office of the commissioner, DTRD, or any of the commissioners. So all these rights are available to the individual, and they are aimed at making the tax regime quite friendly to the individual.
Okay.
Yes.
So you just heard from Chief Revenue Officer Eric Anthony on taxation and insights from the GRA on why we should pay taxes and the various taxes that we are supposed to pay as citizens of Ghana. Now let us hear a few comments from you on the subjects you have just discussed. After we go on break, we'll be back with more news. Stay tuned.
Yao Song Yao from WA says, I want to find out if one can review one's returns if one cannot realize the projected income after operating a whole year or two. Hi Yao, this response comes from the Chief Revenue Officer, Eric Anthony.
The law provides that anybody who pays tax by installment should do what we call self-assessment.
Okay.
So at the beginning of the year, you file what we call self-assessment return. In that self-assessment return, it is you, the taxpayer,
Who decides.
You decide how much your tax is likely to be at the end of the year. And then you file that return with the Commissioner General. So stating that at the end of the year 2024, I believe that, from the way I see things, I believe that I'll be paying a tax of, let's say, 100,000 cedis. So then you break it down into 4 quarters, and then you pay quarterly.
Yeah.
Now, the good thing about this arrangement is that any point in time before the end of the year, the assumption is that the year will end on the 31st of December.
Very well.
So, any point in time after you have filed the first return, you can revise it.
Okay.
As many as you wish to.
Here's innovation from Goyle that takes you further. New Gold Super Synthetic 5W20 and 5W30 lubes have been expertly crafted with the latest in liquid engineering technology, highly advanced for modern engines, prolongs oil change intervals, save you fuel, clean, protect and enhance engine performance. The way engines work has become complex, and Goyle has innovated to stay ahead with expertly crafted lubricants that work excellently with all petrol and diesel engines of today. New Goyle Super Synthetic 5W20 and 5W30 lubes. Innovation that takes you further. Goyle. Good energy.
Electricity, then pay your taxes. Yeah. Our taxes, our future.
Because you see, without our taxes, we wouldn't have good roads, good schools, better hospitals, street lights, and other very important social amenities. When we pay our taxes, we give our children free and quality education. Talga, my money too small. Why should I pay my tax? Look, small. Salifo, it doesn't matter how small or big your business or income is. You still have to pay your taxes. The little taxes from each and every one of us, when put together, could give your community clean water or that deprived school with tables and chairs. Please pay your taxes. It is your responsibility. It is your civic duty. It is the law.
MPS Terminal 3 is Africa's new state-of-the-art container terminal at Tema Port. For manufacturers, agro-processors and traders, the new port means business can be done faster. This infrastructure boost will improve Ghana's port handling capacity, connect more trading routes, and oil the engine of growth for the economy, creating greater opportunities across all sectors as Africa's markets merge and become the largest trading bloc globally. MPS, we connect, you thrive.
Business and life can be like the sea sometimes. Sometimes serene, sometimes calm, sometimes turbulent, and at times it brings the unexpected. However it is like, trust Phoenix Insurance for your home, car, business, and marine insurance needs. Call 0302-246-319 or 0243-690-492.
At Phoenix, you experience a delightful service delivered with wisdom.
Welcome back from the break, viewers. Now let us turn our attention to the global stage and pick a few international shipping and maritime related news.
Despite the market uplift from Red Sea disruption, Maersk's second quarter earnings lagged the same period last year as higher costs met lower revenue. Maersk pointed to multiple positive indicators for the global economy in its second quarter earnings report, including expectations of 2.6% global GDP growth in 2024 and 5 to 7% growth in container demand over the past year. After outperforming in the first half of 2024, Maersk expects demand to cool in the coming quarters with a 4 to 6% growth estimate for 2024. Limiting the commercial impact of that demand growth, an influx of new build deliveries brought 10.4% world fleet growth in the year to the end of quarter 2. While Red Sea diversions soak up much of that added capacity, the group's results show that the current market strength falls short of even the tail end of pandemic disruptions in the second quarter of 2023. Shanghai International Port Group (SIPG) has launched the first phase of Lojing Terminal with 5 berths, the first phase of what is described as one most advanced automated container terminals in China, adds a design capacity of 2.6 million TEU annual throughput to the world's largest container port. Construction started in December 2022, and the terminal at Login Port currently has 100,000 tons class container berth and 4 10,000 tons class container berths. The automated container terminal at Login has been built on the site of old coal and ore terminals, which ceased operation in 2017 and 2019 due to the high pollution they caused, providing low added value to the business.
It's now time for our Word of the Day segment, where we introduce words, phrases, jargons, abbreviations, and terminologies that we often use in this industry so you can get familiar with them. Today we'll tell you what we mean by shipping and liner conferences.
Shipping and liner conferences refer to agreements between several shipping lines carrying out regular liner services in a determined geographical sector.
Let us now take a look at the schedule of vessels that have berth in the ports of Tema and Takoradi, those at anchorage and those expected in the coming weeks, plus the Bank of Ghana exchange rates, which you may need to know to bring in your goods. This is where we draw the curtain on yet another edition of Eye on Port. We hope you've been informed and educated. Remember, all Eye on Port content can be found on our YouTube channel, Eye on Port. Please subscribe, like, and share our videos. Thank you for watching.